there is so much of content. His talk was loaded with content. It's a loaded speech. Easier to speak about peace, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. But humanity has, despite all the intelligence, technology, everything, we are far away from peace. That is a big question. You consider Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve mane kevol manisha ne samaste. Vasudeva Kutumbakam gotiye parivar परिकल्पना कराई एवं सेही मर्मरे बाय सेही सूत्र को नहीं गिरी अनेक लोग बंचिचंती there are many followers also अनेक मठ ये चर्च Jesus came with a message, Muhammad came with a message, one God, because there is exploitation name of God. Jesus was crucified because he said the heaven is not there, heaven is in your heart. It is a good paragraph. Sir, जो पहले last to पहले the road map is clear. But the $1 million question is why you do not tread the road map? Why you go the other way? We know what is your destination. Sir, जो प्रथमे कहले internal peace and external peace. It is all there. Maybe internal peace is something to do with your own effort, self-realization. Despite all the problems, you can have peace within. In the crowd, you can feel the solitude. That is your effort. He is not talking about it. He is talking about Bahika Santi, by the external peace. Why it is that? So he talked about external peace, the entire talk was organized talk, information is not possible for me, no need because I am supposed to bujigale. तार कोण तात्विक दृष्टि प्रमाण आलोचना करिबा 5-7 पॉइंट प्रथम कथा हला पीस रे कोन अशांतिर अभाव इज इट एब्सेंस ऑफ वायलेंस नॉन पीस और इट इज अ पॉजिटिव कांसेप्ट नाउ जदि इफ देयर इज एब्सेंस ऑफ पीस external peace, what are the causes? चार पांच कारण गोटे ला war, devastation. तो बहुत बड़ा कथा कहते हैं वो इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग अंडरलाइन दैट जेतेबेले हमर शरणार्थी माने जांती जेतेबेले सब डिस्ट्रक्शन हो जाय व्हेन देयर इज डिस्ट्रक्शन तार किसी जाति अलग न दे लुक अलाइक. If you go to Delhi, if you go to the plane is landing there in Mumbai, you can see you can have an overview, a real overview. The slums at Mumbai are not different from slums of Bhubaneswar. The slums of Delhi and slums everywhere are same. Gariba lok mane eka bhali. Simply war re jo displacement हुए ताकर जो अवस्था सबड़े समान. Maybe की गोटे गरम ड्रेस पिनची because depends on the climatic conditions. It is a very important thing. That means people across the world, destruction is a way. When there is destruction, mankind has a similar effect. Maybe you are using different weapons for destruction. But the destruction result, the way the buildings are raised to the ground, it gives the same picture. This is a very important thing he underlined. How can we peace? What are the factors that disturb peace, that stake peace? First is war, leading to destruction and displacement. Number 2, hunger and disease. So important कथा कहले अफ्रीकन लोक माने देखे केवल कंकाल टापन देखे. That does not find a space in the media. That doesn't come to our limelight. African kete lok asubidha rachne hunger and disease. Why? Because the media people don't have space in their mind. Unless you have space in your mind, it will not surface. This is another important thing he said. So the suffering of many of the bulk of our population is not highlighted. What is highlighted is Israel and ye. What is highlighted? What about the millions of people who cause starvation? Or below poverty line, so denied of basic necessities of life. If having nature disturbs your peace. Famine, वर्षा हला नहीं, फसल हला नहीं. जब तो ओडिशा रहती है बेंगल रे 1943 में. So that is a nature intervention. Then climate change is again nature's revenge or nature's retaliation of man's unnatural living style. We go on destroying forest. Global warming, climate change, disturbance in the cycle of seasons. So the climate change is another factor. He was enumerating different factors. I quickly might be I have missed some of the points. But first of all, he said what are the factors that are responsible for lack of peace. Then he talked about the international rescue team. Then he says one of the most potent agency for destroying peace is the religion. It's another paradox, another irony. धर्मर गुरु मैंने आसी समाज रे शांति प्रतिष्ठा करिया पे. There is no scripture, whether it is Bible or Quran or we read our own motives into it. कौन सी महापुरुष कहीं केवे कही ना कि तुम एकाठी रहनी बोले डिवाइड हो जाए बोले. Every great religion tells its people love your fellow man, love and serve. जदि एगुड़ा न रहे वो religion हो नहीं. So though religions are different, prayers are different. Somebody who is going to church, somebody going to mosque, somebody going to Gurudwara, somebody going to temple, doesn't matter. That they are going somewhere is important. So this another important thing that I'm trying, I don't know whether I'm relevant for you. Religions could be different. Place of prayer could be different. The way you stand. Christians pray standing and Muslims pray sitting. How you pray, where you pray, irrelevant. What is important that you pray? For what? To have a connect with the divine. What do you get? Expansion of mind. What then? Love. Identify yourself with the suffering of others. Through this dharma, this we call the secular base of the sacred. Every religion is based on some fundamental values. So value it doesn't help you. So the values constitute the essence of every religion. Kintu, as Professor Chatterjee said, it is said in the history that more tears and blood has been shed in the name of a religion than in any other name. Why? This is a $1 million question which all religious gurus, followers, politicians have to say. So what is the place of religion? If it divides, if it leads to religious wars, Islamic, Christian divide in the world, now that is behind everything. If Palestine goes to war, naturally Arab countries will identify. Why? The religious identity. Look at this thing. So religion which came to save humanity, that kills, obliterates humanity. Why we are wrong? Where are we wrong? Unless you address this, you call him sir. What is important? But if समस्त की मारी दिया जाए, जैसे हमास मारी दिया जाए, military intervention is not going to be a permanent solution. Even governance or not, लोगों का mind change कर पेरियो, through threat. It has to come from within. ये जो important कथा सारे कहिले हैं, जे military intervention is not a solution. दरा हमास समस्त मारी जीवे, तार उटे नाती है, अनानाती उटे जन्म होगा, ताकि बताए कि तो बंसों के मन निपात करते हैं, ताविदर शी कुछ जोड़ी उठी। use कलोड़ शब्द this religion is contagious. Infection जब contagious जब so and I want to say ना it perpetuates for generation. Naturally perpetuate हुए एवं किसी religion ने तक protect करा जाए. It enjoys protection of a group people in dharma practice. So he was trying to analyze why violence. What are the causes of violence? When you talk of causes of violence, देखो इटा कहीं की खाली टिक्के खाली इंटरवेंशन कोई कहीं की ना हमें धानर जो कुंडा टाकू चावल बोले हो we mistake the chaff to be the grain. We mistake the superficialities of religion going to temple to be the essence. Essentially, all religions are the same. I mean, taku chhadi deikiri ki kodi jauchi mandir tari upar. And it is a consensus people, those who have to think about it. The great gurus and guides, they have a role to play. And most important, he said, education. Our education should be such that it should tell us to go beyond the confines of religion. Yes, I am a Hindu, but there is nothing in my Hinduism which makes me hate a Muslim. He's my brother. Because my religion says, we are all Amrutasya Putra, we are all, God is one. A Christian would say, how can a Muslim be different? Because God is our Father and the entire universe has been created by God Himself. It's a handiwork of God. How can it be different? And both Christians and Muslims, they take it from one cosmology. So if you go to the essence of religion, so what is it that will tell me that yes, there is an identity? The same religion has the answer. Why not? Because we are not properly educated, our education is faulty, and our parenting is faulty, our social values are faulty. Somewhere we have lost the track. Then I would just refresh nothing. Kahinki huଏ? It was kahinki huଏ? Juddha kahinki huଏ? Na gote la survival. Gote la lobho, greed. तो अफ्रिका को आसिक कले यूरोप में कले कहीं सुना पे आप देखिए इवन से ये साउथ अफ्रिका रे गोल्डन ब्रिज अच्छे पिला मन जाइतले मन पचारले गोल्डन ब्रिज काहे कि ना इटी गोल्ड थला बोले गोटे ब्रिज करा गला से मन आसिक इटू गोल्ड नेबे इट्स कॉल्ड गोल्डन ब्रिज बे एरिया रे सो ग्रीड लोभटा आ गोटेला डोमिनेंस गाँव में जमी ना गोटे धनी लोक से समस्त डिवाइड कर रूल को डिवाइड एंड रूल डोमिनेंस इज अ साइकोलॉजी दैट मीन्स द इंडिविजुअल साइकोलॉजी इज रिफ्लेक्टेड इन द कलेक्टिव साइकोलॉजी गाँव में आम ये जहाँ हुए बर्तमान अमेरिका ये से कर कहीं मार आम तक सपोर्ट करवा सो डिवाइड सो डोमिनेंस आ गोटे रिवेंज गुड़ाक दीज हाउ मच ऑफ वर्क मस्ट हैव डन टू दिस आउ कौन बट 4 + 7 11 कॉज आ गोटे इकोनॉमिक गेन्स टेरिटोरियल एग्रेंजमेंट एक्सटेंशन राजा मान जिनको सेटा हम जाइर मिसेबा अशोक एटी आस्टले मिसेबल ओडिसा सेम साइकोलॉजी तब अधिकार राज्य में रूल करबा देन रिलीजन देन नेशनलिज्म ही सेड नेशनलिज्म हम देश को भल पाइबा बट नॉट एट द वी शुड आल्सो रेस्पेक्ट द नेशनलिज्म ऑफ जापान इफ आई बिकम ए ब्लाइंड नेशनलिस्ट इंग्लिश रे वर्ड है जिंगोइस्ट if we become a jingoist means a blind nationalist तले कौन करबे ना जुद्ध हो it's a national sentiment which makes me go to war with Pakistan let us be nationalist but अन्य जातीयता को मध्य respect then okay so comes to I would have बहुत important कथा कहले सर मु not to take your time इम्पोर्टेंट कथाटा जन मनीष जिते सभ्य हम युद्धटा कमी जाए कथा नहीं कथा कहले इन पासिंग समाव कटे नॉर्मली मनीष जिते सभ्य हम से युद्धर लाभ कौन मिलमिश चलवा जिते ज्ञान हम से आकोमोडेटिव हम जदि आम कह ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस हैज ग्रोन ओवर डाउन द टाइम देन वी शुड बी बेटर दैन primitives, those are fighting with stones. But our fight is more dangerous. Jane ke kahichanti that they were killing in retail, we are killing in wholesale. Jane jonku marudela ame ethi gote ye kardele mane 5000 paइबे ebong janichanti yaar mockery of mane dekho kooti we have lost our wisdom entire world even bharat madhya भारत जो न्यूक्लियर पावर आसला प्राइम मिनिस्टर से कंग्रेचुलेट कले कोरिया से हम 5000 आम यू बर्तमान मैनहट्टन को मैंने अमेरिका पठे पार आईसीबीएम तार डिस्टेंस अनुसार एंटायर कंट्री केम टू द स्ट्रीट फॉर व्हाट दैट वी हैव नाउ ग्रेटर पावर फॉर डिस्ट्रक्शन द एंटायर ह्यूमैनिटी हैज लॉस्ट सेंस ऑफ सैनिटी देखो एटा भल समय नुहे आ मनीष सब हठात सब मरीजे पृथ्वी किसी पृथ्वी बोलते अब किसी वर्ष बुलला तापर एटा पृथ्वीटा नष्ट हो नथिला के मनीष नथिला पुणी मनीष शून्य हो तो किए नेचर करना मनीष निजे निजे मारी काटी पारला. So he was drawing our attention to a very jarring irony or a paradox that though with the civil society, growth of knowledge and war should, preparation should be less. Kintu, the more civilized we are, the greater is the expense on armaments. Kemti? Na tinita aim sei paribo gote rifle almost odeta. भुवनेश्वर भाया भुवनेश्वर आपने ना कहते भुवनेश्वर कौन पैसा खर्च से देखिले बिल्डिंग देखिले देखिले मुझे केते पैसा खर्च हो जमी गाँ लोक जो मटी पकड़ आसो सी कह ये 50 महला बिल्डिंग केते कोटा खर्च मुंडे धरबनी आम धरुनी कि यार 264 कोटी टकर तैयारी 600 कोटी टकर गोटे अस्त्र से 36 किଣା तो मैंने 100 केतेटा से राफेल न किଣା होते आ गोटे प्रश्न न किण केमती पाखे अच्छी. So there is a competition to enhance our capacity to destroy. गोटे सब आम आलोचना माने आलोचना कले हम ना जेपर्यंत मन हम ना जो पृथ्वी मनीष आप बहुत एक्सीडेंट है फर्म्स तैयारी हो गछटा काटिदेला गछ कर प्लांट ट्रीज तो मनीषटा ये डिवास्टेशन कर शिख मेजर ह्यूमैनिटी द चंक ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटी लर्न्स बाय कमिटिंग मिस्टेक्स collective बर्तमान नाउ वी कम टू सार जो कथा कहले लास्ट को पुणी से माने गिरधर गोपाल मीरा भाई ये पहला दिन गीत गीत भी पुणी लास्ट गिरधर गोपाल ये क्लासिकल गीत गुड़ाक पहला आम कहना रेडियो बंद कर कि किसी तो ये ना खाली रोचे बोबोची कौन जी बुझी न शेष को सार आसुँच पुणी उपनिषद को सार्वभौम शिखिल बहुत वर्ष आगे 5000 4000 5000 वर्ष ऋग्वेदर कथा कथा कहुई कहले कौन हम बर्तमान आड्रेस करेंगे कहीं होना मुझे कहीं अन्य लोक सर्वभौम शिखर मैं नेक्स्ट मुस्लिम टाइम बोलते गंध हो गाई गंध हो व्हाट ए नॉनसेंस. ये शिक्षार मूल्य कौन ये सिविलाइजेशन मूल्य कौन 7 वर्ष पिला को रेप कर दो. गांधी कहते सिविल सोसाइटी और सही सोसाइटी जो सोसाइटी गोटे युवती राति 12टा बेले निर्विकार जापर गोटे समाज तैयारी कर समाज नॉट येट फॉर द सोसाइटी कौन गोटे मूल्य कौन मिले तो 5000 किलोमीटर नष्ट करदेव. सो योर सुपीरियरिटी इज योर पावर ऑफ डिस्ट्रक्शन. वेयर हैव यू गॉन रॉन्ग गर्व कर नहीं एंटायर वर्ल्ड. सो he has talked about futility of power. Let me also he has talked about iron माने रॉकेट तैयारी है प्रोडक्ट ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस ताकू इंटरसेप्ट करने आम बुद्धि अच्छी बाणीबार पिला माने लाइब्रेरी आम फ्री एक्सेस थिला तापर जो पिला माने ये चोरी कले बंद करागला पिला ये छाती भीतर नेले जिते नियम कर काटिया आ गोटे से बुद्धि बाहर कर तो डिस्ट्रक्शन भी गोटे बुद्धि डिस्ट्रक्शन प्रिवेंट करेंगे आ गोटे बुद्धि पुणी इंटरसेप्टर नष्ट करेंगे आ गोटे बाहर. So in the process, the peace becomes a casualty. I'm भूली जाए कौन. So futility of war, what? Lastly, the charity of compassion. केवल भाषण compassion, करुणा. राति बिरियानी खाइले स्त्री की कहले बिरियानी ना सी कौन बिरियानी खाइब सकाल जो बासी हो जाऊँगी कि कंपासन कौटे अच्छे सकाल सन्ध्या पूजा धर सी पूजा कर किंतु जी बिरियानी कर तार बासना ना दौना कंपासन वेयर इज द कंपासन कहीं होनी वेरी इंपोर्टेंट एगुड़ा न आसला पर्यंत किसी हम वी शैल किल इच अदर. पीस बिल्डिंग लर्न टू फॉरगिव. जीसस में 1/3 क्रिश्चियन जीसस यदि क्रिश्चियनटा बची केवल फॉरगिवनेस मन रखता क्रिश्चियनिटा आज एवरी थर्ड मैन इज ए क्रिश्चियन ए सिंगल इंस्टेंस ऑफ फॉरगिवनेस बाय जीसस ऑन द क्रॉस forgiving the perpetrators of crime, go God, forgive them, they do not. A single sentence and act of quoting death. A gotiye jinso aw kichh nahi. Entire Bible is a loverism. What is not the Buddha ko kon is love, compassion, joy, love, compassion, tolerance. ये सब गुड़ा कथा अच्छी ना हम पाखे ତାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେଉଛି କହିକି ଛାଡ଼ିବି ଏଇଟା ଗୀତାଞ୍ଜଳିରେ ଟ୍ୟାଗୋର କହିଲେ ଇଫ୍ ୟୁ ହାଭ୍ ଏ ସୋର୍ସ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଇଫ୍ ଲାଣ୍ଟର୍ନ ସେ ଆପଣ ଆଲୁଅ ଦେଖେଇବ ଯଦି ଏମିତି ପଛରେ ଧରିବେ ସେ ଛାଇ ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରିବ ଦି lantern which is supposed to remove darkness it will create darkness if you do not hold it properly ଆମର ଅବସ୍ଥା ଅଛି if the intelligence doesn't get direction who ପାଇବ ନା values ରୁ ପାଇବ so the crisis is a crisis of values the values cannot be improved from without as sir କହିଲେ through education through examples we need 100 Christ Jesus we need 1000 Gandhis 100 Buddhists even one Buddhist would do ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବେ ଏଇଟା ଜଣେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ଜଙ୍ଗଲକୁ ନଷ୍ଟ କରିବା ଜାଳିବା ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟିଏ କାଠିର ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ଜଙ୍ଗଲରେ ଯଦି if the forest is dry you need a single matchstick to put the entire ଜଣେ ବୁଦ୍ଧଙ୍କର ବି ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ହେଇପାରେ କିମ୍ବା ଏମିତି ହେଇପାରେ ଏଭଳି ଗୋଟେ ସମୟ ଆସିବ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପୁଣି ଆମେ ଫେରିଯିବା ସେଇ ଯେଉଁ ଆମର ସାର୍ ଯେଉଁ କହିଲେ ଆମର ବେସିକ୍ ସ୍କ୍ରିପ୍ଚର୍ସ କ'ଣ ସେମାନେ କହିଥିଲେ କାହିଁକି ଆମେ ବାଟବଣା ହେଇଗଲୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ ରିଅଲାଇଜେସନ୍ ମଣିଷ ଭିତରେ ଆସିବ ବୋଧ ହୁଏ we will start walking on the right path. Let us learn from our mistakes because we are conscious. We are not only conscious like dogs and monkeys, we are self-conscious. ଆମେ କେବଳ ସଚେତନ ନୁହେଁ ଆତ୍ମସଚେତନ ମଧ୍ୟ ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲେ କେଉଁଠି ଭୁଲ କଲେ ଭୁଲ ହେଇଗଲା ପରେ when you pay price for it perhaps that is and we are heading towards a transition night is dark ଅରବିନ୍ଦ କହିଲେ night is darkest before the dawn ବୋଧେ ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ ସମୟ ଆସିଲାଣି ଯେତେବେଳେ ବୋଧେ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଉଦୟ ହେବ so humanity will not ଯେମିତି ବମ୍ ପଡ଼ିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ଇଣ୍ଟରସେପ୍ଟର ଇଏ କରିଦେଉଛି ସେମିତି ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ ସମୟ ହୁଏତ ଆସିବ ଦି କଲେକ୍ଟିଭ୍ ୱିଜଡମ୍ ୱିଲ୍ କମ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ୱିଲ୍ ଲୁକ୍ ଆଟ୍ ଗ୍ରେଟ୍ ମାଷ୍ଟର୍ସ ବୋଧ ହୁଏ ଆମେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମ ରିଏଲେସନ୍ ଆସିଲେ ମୋଷ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଦି ପିପଲ୍ ୱିଲ୍ ୱାକ୍ ଅନ୍ ଦି ପାଥ୍। ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ। କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ସ?